Hey guys, back with another video, and today I just want to go over Buddha advice for Scarlet Violet investors. The first point is that the artwork is not as good. I don't think Prismatic Evolution's the artwork is that good. It's pretty hyped up because people claim it's Evolving Skies 2.0. However, people have mixed opinions about the crowns on the evolutions. I do think Evolving Skies, the evolutions have way better artwork, but Prismatic Evolution is not that bad, but I wouldn't put in the good artwork tier. And next hype set, Destin Rivals artwork could have been better. For Team Rocket's Mewtwo, you can barely notice the Giovanni, and they are missing Jesse and James, which people grew up with. The 151 Charizard is also extremely small. It looks like it's not even like the main focus of the card. It's just like a small Charizard in the background. The Bubble Mew, I'll have to say it's a really good card. It's simple, but I do enjoy it. And the Magikarp is a decent artwork. I wouldn't put it in the Bubble Mew tier, but it's super hyped up because the artist Shinji Kanda. And all these sets are still in print. It's known to invest into sets that are out of print or that are almost out of print to ensure that they can't reprint it and the sealed product doesn't tank down. Sure, there are some sets that are rotating out, such as the G block, which does include 151, so that's why I am buying 151 right now. But Prismatic is in the H block and Destin Ralph is in the I block, so those sets still have like 2 to 3 years left for reprint, so investing into it right now is a little dangerous. And they don't need to only print for 2 years. Sure, the G block is rotating out, but they can still print longer. XY Evolutions was printed for 4 years. And the sets are not really getting ripped by fans. The sets are not getting ripped by fans. A bunch of people are holding it sealed because they saw the gains of the Sword and Shield era and they're trying to do the same thing. Resellers are getting their hands on the product and are directly selling it to investors such as myself and ribbon shippers. All my, what's that called? What do I have that's bought from investors? I do have Costco bundles that I pick up pretty cheap for 110 to 120 at Costco, which I did buy from resellers. Let me see what else. My 151 bundles, yes, I did buy all those off resellers. So these fans aren't really getting to open these products. And if fans don't really open it, they won't have that feeling in the future to like want to open it. They won't remember the feeling of opening it, or maybe they might FOMO into it later on. But if they don't FOMO into it right now, there's really no reason for them to FOMO into it later on. I remember opening the 151 Charizard, not just Charizard, sorry, the 151 Blooming Waters. I opened one of them and I pulled a Charizard, and it's a surreal feeling. And prices are sky high. Prices for these sets are extremely high. You see that the Destin Rival booster boxes are $300. Even Journey Together is at $280. Mega Evolution pre-orders, they're at $250 for the booster box right now. Prismatic Evolution, sure, it's at $100, but still double MSRP. And the Pokemon Center one is at $300, which is like 5 to 6x MSRP. 151, the ETBs are $300 and $1,000. So everything is super high right now. And the ROI is not the best. If you buy a Destin Raw booster box right now for $300, and let's say it does go up to $1,000 in 5 years, you make a 300% gain. However, Sword and Shield booster boxes went all the way down to $80. And if you buy $80 and it goes back up to $200, that's basically a 200% gain. And if it goes to $1,000, that's like, what is that? 1,200%. So the ROI is better when during the Sword and Shield era. Well, in the Scarlet Violet era, the ROI is just really bad. And you're gonna have to hold the products a lot longer. There are lots more people in the investing hobby, like myself. You see me just starting to make videos, and more people are holding onto the products. Once prices reach a certain price, people are gonna dump it. So like once Prismatic reaches $300, $250, people that have been holding Prismatics from 140 to like 150, they're instantly gonna sell it and take their profits, because they've been holding for such a long time. Most people are in this to make quick couple bucks, and I don't blame them. More people holding means less people ripping. Well, I already talked about this. I'm sorry. And what else? And the shiny hat has recorded 20k PKC prismatic in the inventory, and this is a product I'm bullish on, but the time frame for me for this product is 5 to 8 years, because I do know people are investing into this product and they're going to dump it pretty early, maybe around 450, 400. I might sell some at like 600, but that'll be like 200% gains for me. But I'm not going to sell everything at that price. And I had one more bullet for my head. Gonna have to hold longer. And oh yeah, and going based off the last point I made about the price, people don't really want to make like a 20% gain. They want to make like 100%, 200%, because that's why they invest into Pokemon cards and not the stock market. So if you're buying in at $300, you're gonna need it to go to like $600, $700, $800 to make their gains. And if some people are dumping it early, it's gonna make it a lot harder. So Destin Rivals, if you buy right now, it might take you 5 to 6 years to see it at 750, in my opinion, if they do reprint. So, but I am perfectly fine with holding my products. So, if you are, then this doesn't apply to you. And I'm just going over some tips and tricks on how to succeed. Don't overpay for non-premium items. Booster boxes, there's some kind of premium, but I wouldn't pay $300 for a Destin Rivals booster box at the moment, since they can still reprint more. But Pokemon Center versions, that's a different story. I might, at like 180 I would have bought it, but 250 they should restock one more time based off prismatic, so I'll go over that in the future. But non-premium items, do not overpay. Regular ETBs, do not buy them right now. Don't buy any prismatic ETBs. Don't buy Destin Rivals. Don't buy Journey Together. Don't buy any Black Bolt White Flare. Regular ETBs, do not buy those. Don't rip the products. So this, I love ripping Pokemon cards, and I had a bunch of Prismatic Evolution Pokemon Center. I've ripped a couple of those and I didn't pull anything. All I got from it was basically the EV stamp promo, which goes for $50. So I'm down like $1,000 just by ripping 4 ETBs. And it could be a lot more in the future, because these are just gonna go up. So don't rip the products, put them in totes, watch my video on how I store it, and then shove it into your closets or on top of your beds, anywhere out of sight, out of mind. Be ready for dumps, either from Pokemon printing to demand. So if Pokemon prints to demand and the price goes down, just buy more. If it goes back down to $80, please just buy at that price. Don't think it will go lower, or don't be scared. Pokemon always goes up, usually always goes up over time, or from investors dumping. We saw with Fusion Strike, when it first pumped to $800, people started selling it and it dipped back down to $700. If it's out of print, maybe you pick some more up there. So just be careful for dumps. Not be careful, be ready, and hold for years. If you hold for 10 years, that's a long time. 10 years. Wow. 10 years ago, that was a 3-1 comeback for the NBA, if anyone watches, I'm pretty sure. Or I might have gotten the years wrong. But if you hold for 10 years, all your products will be past $1,000 for most of the good stuff. Destin Rivals will be past 1,000. Journey Together, that will be past 1,000. Prismatic Evolution will be past 1,000. The Pokemon Center ones, the regular ones, will probably be at like 700. And have fun. It's a hobby. Buy what you like. If you like Prismatic, buy Prismatic. So in case Pokemon does print everything all out again, everything goes to 0, then you just rip it all. Have fun. This is a hobby, so you should buy what you like. Also buy to invest. But let me know what you guys think, and catch you guys next time.